I was just saying that in her own speech, the finance minister reminded us that these days cricket is very much on all of our minds. I'm not referring, unfortunately, to the disappointing defeat in Chennai yesterday, but earlier this year, we witnessed an Indian cricket miracle in Brisbane in the face of impossible odds, which 9 star members of the team absent or injured, with the bowling backbone of the team hobbled and unable to play, and the inspirational captain absent, India pulled off one of the greatest of all cricketing victories. I was hoping, as the finance minister herself suggested, for something similar from this year's budget. Instead of the Brisbane heroics, we just got a Chennai collapse. To a few examples, and I'll pick 4 today, where the budget has betrayed the most fundamental expectations from the nation: health, fiscal stimulus, defence and agriculture. First, health. Given the unexpected challenges we have collectively faced since last year, which has destroyed both lives and livelihoods, the people of our country expected revolutionary allocations for healthcare. While thanks to the countless sacrifices of our healthcare warriors, our frontline workers, researchers, scientists, doctors, we are now in a position where the light may finally be visible at the end of the tunnel, but the budget has delivered a blow to our hopes of expanding and developing the healthcare ecosystem of our country. We all initially praised the finance minister's declaration of a 137% increase in the healthcare budget, which included big-ticket schemes like the Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar Swasthya Yojana, Swasthya Bharat Yojana, 64,000 crores, a total outlay of 2,23,000 crores in this budget year compared to 94,000 in the last one, a substantial increase. But when we turn to the annex, as instructed by our own finance minister, the deception lying in store was breathtaking. Out of these claimed allocations, 35,000 crores is just a one-time expenditure for the ongoing COVID-19 vaccination program. So as a result of this, of the 2,23,846 crores mentioned by the Honourable Finance Minister, the actual allocation to the Department of Health and Family Welfare was only 71,269 crores, which marked not a 137% increase, but a decline of nearly 7,000 crores, or 10.84% decline when compared to the RE estimates for the same financial year. Given the flailing state of the economy and the unprecedented losses suffered by the majority of this country, we expected a budget that would offer a comprehensive fiscal stimulus to all those affected, to key industries, particularly our MSMEs, the backbone of the economy, and the informal sector. Similarly, we demanded increased government expenditure and at the same time an effort to put money in the hands of the people by boosting employment and livelihood generation. Nothing of the sort has happened. Instead of boosting funding, the government has either bizarrely slashed funds or offered deceptive programs that focus on liquidity rather than direct fiscal support. Let's face it, tourism and hospitality industries have perhaps been the worst affected. They're in crisis, they're near collapse. But your budget, instead of coming to their rescue, has instead simply slashed the overall allocation of funds to this sector by 19%. In fact, if you look at the revised estimates for the year, they've slashed them by 45%. Well, Bharat should be Atmanirbhar, not Bharatvasis. Your Atmanirbharta should not mean that you're telling your own citizens, you're on your own, be self-reliant, the government will do nothing for you. That is not the kind of Atmanirbharta this country needs. Third, defense. The deceptive announcements in healthcare were complemented by a complete inability of this government to walk the talk in matters of national security and defense, especially given the unexpected clashes with China over the course of last year, that no doubt caught our own government by surprise, perhaps given how very much they had hyped the PM's purported rapport with his Chinese counterpart. Instead, we have a government minister helping the Chinese make the case that they are more sinned against than sinning, part of the government's efforts to underplay the crisis after the Prime Minister claimed no territory had been lost. This government has a duty to ensure that our armed forces are safe and well supported, and that they have all the tools and resources they need to keep aggressors at bay, not to pretend that there is no problem when we know there is, I'm shocked that the Honorable Finance Minister did not even mention the word defence in her speech. The capital outlay allocation, rupees 1.35 lakh crores, is only 0.4% higher than the 2020-21 revised estimates of 1.34 crores. Just the previous year, before Galwan, the Defence Committee of this Parliament had recommended a 35% increase. Where is 35% and where is 0.4%? It's a matter of shame for all members of this House that we have a government that has repeatedly proven incapable of offering any considerable financial support to our armed forces at a time when the threat of a two-front war has grown dramatically. To use one of their favorite words, this is truly anti-national. Even as the government in their obduracy failed to engage constructively with the farmers, one hoped that at least the budget would take cognizance of their distress and offer tangible measures to address and alleviate their current plight. No such luck here in this budget. Shastri ji gave us the slogan, Jai Jawan Jai Kisan. Modi ji's contribution to this budget is Na Jawan Na Kisan. Much was made by this government about the flagship PM Kisan scheme just before the elections, as you may remember. But despite being one of the major direct cash transfer schemes and therefore in direct need of a rise in allocation, the scheme has witnessed a 10,000 crore rupee drop of 13%, in other words, in its allocation. The disbursal amount of 6,000 crores under 6,000 rupees per farmer under PM Kisan has not been enhanced either, nor has the scheme been extended to tenant farmers, sharecroppers, women farmers, Adivasi farmers, who've all been excluded from this benefit from the start. There's been no relief in tax rates for the middle class either. पूंजीपतियों को सब्सिडी मिली, अमीरों को रिबेट, मिडिल क्लास वालों टीवी देखो, तुमको मिली है डिबेट.